Hey guys, my name is Ben and welcome back to another video. As you can see, I am joined by another Z4 coupe, and that is owned by my friend James, and today we are essentially going to compare exhausts. So what have you done exhaust wise to this car?
All they've done basically is cut off the back box and replace it with a removable straight pipe. Okay. So it's just the back box delete, except you can easily return it back to standard whenever you like.
Removable, so I assume there's some kind of clamp on it.
Yeah, so it's
okay. So if you were to go and do like a long journey, to save the drone, you would just stick the back box back on. I actually like that. So this is going to be quite interesting, and essentially what I want to do is kind of answer a question. Is this the best and most effective essentially exhaust mod you can do to the Z4 platform, no matter if it's an SI like ours or a 3 litre I or a 2.5, whatever? And then essentially I'm going to kind of decide whether or not I should do it to mine. My car has, well, according to the check engine light, it's been decatted, but some of you guys in the comments seem to think that the cats of these are in the manifold. I have literally no idea, and I've never been under the car, so I don't know. I think it's a whole exhaust system. It's not standard, but anyway. Essentially, I want to know what your car sounds like, and then if it sounds pretty good, I want to put my exhaust back to standard and then cut the back box off. So I think, as this video is about yours, everyone's seen mine, we shall go out for a drive in your car and see how it sounds. Due to COVID restrictions, I'm on my own for this video, so no James. Must be very trustworthy to let me out in his car. But seeming as this is a exhaust video, let me just give you guys some sound clips as to what this car sounds like, just before I reel off my thoughts and opinions. This is obviously a standard setup coupe, whereas I've lowered mine on stance plus coilovers and now my wheels hit the wheel arches. This is actually really smooth. Now this car's done 90,000 miles, and before I replaced my standard suspension it had done 170 odd. So my suspension was done for, but this is actually really nice and smooth, whereas in mine I'm probably a bit bouncy. But anyway, this video is about the exhaust. Now if I just drop the window, just make a bit of a gap and feather the throttle just to get those pops and bangs. Oh my God. And then if I just feather the throttle, I can continue those bangs. I'll tell you what though, from inside the cabin, it's really not that loud at all, and even when I've done the flybys earlier, it doesn't sound as you would expect a back box deleted car to sound. I think it's because this engine is different to the one found in the 3 litre I of the kind of E85 era. So I do feel it is a little bit more muted as opposed to a straight piped roadster. Although I have a completely different system in my car, the pops and the bangs, they're quite muted, okay? Whereas this, they are quite apparent. And even doing 60 mile an hour in 6th gear, drone's not that bad. It's pretty good. But to me, all I want to do in this is just stay in 2nd gear and just pop and bang. This is why I love Z4s, because for little money, I think this mod is around £150 depending on where you go. You can make your car sound like that. That is just machine gunfire. It sounds fantastic. Now, first impressions from a driver's point of view, because I was worried that this exhaust mod would be too intrusive, but it's really not. And even just driving around normally, it's not that much more amplified than the system that's on mine, which has actually surprised me a little. It's just all I want to do is just spend my time in second gear and listen to that popcorn gunfire coming out the back end. All I need now is someone to supply me a standard BMW Z4 exhaust, just so I can cut the back box off, because it's transformed the car and it's so cheap. It's such a cheap mod to do. It's fantastic. You would kind of feel that it would be almost a bit chavvy, but from inside the cabin, it's really not bad at all. And on the outside, it's not as loud as you would expect. You would think it would just be too ASBO, but I think it's just right. I think it suits the characteristics of the car. And the fact that this car is so smooth, I kind of want to think James would do a swap. Anyway, I best go ahead, return the car to James, because he's probably wondering where the hell I am. And yeah, I will catch up with you guys and reel off my kind of thoughts and opinions, what I think of this car, and whether or not I will be doing the upgrade in the outro of this video. There we are then, guys. A massive thank you goes to James for being on the channel and agreeing to let me drive his car. It has now led me to the conclusion that I want to entirely revamp the exhaust on my Z4 Coupe. If anyone out there has a complete standard exhaust system for one of these cars, do let me know either on Instagram or in the comments down below. But yes, I am so obsessed with the pops and bangs of that car that I just want the standard exhaust putting back on this car, just so I can cut the back box off. And I actually really liked the idea of how universal James's mod was, in the sense that the straight pipes were just held on with some U-shaped clamps, so if you're going on a longer journey, you can just take it off and reinstall the standard back box. That to me sounds like the best of both worlds. You can eliminate the drone if you're doing, like, say, an 8-hour journey to the Nürburgring, perhaps. Maybe next year, we shall see. But yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of my future upcoming mods for this car. And also, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions to the Backbox Delete mod in the comments down below. Once again, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.